You gotta be ready. I
Yeah.
always feel nervous when the
S-
countdown is going. Five, four,
So
three, two.
today, I'm kind of in a rush because I may have a meeting at 10,
Okay.
but I'm still waiting for confirmation of that.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
if
We
I have
can.
confirmation, we have to get out like at 10. If I
No, for
don't,
sure.
I can go on, you know.
Yeah, for sure. My class is at 10:30.
Yeah.
So, but it's
I'll
a
let
good.
you know during the conversation so we
All
can
right.
speed it
Let
up.
me know. I'm still. I was just trying to decide which album I would choose.
I haven't decided yet, man.
Oh my
God,
God,
I'm
it's
struggling
hard.
this week.
We want to be like assertive,
Yeah.
right? It's hard.
I don't wanna go to the Eels week again, man. That's
We don't want to waste our bullets. You,
no.
you know.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. And I still have like some, projects going on, like going through Switchfoot discography. So I don't know if it's the right time for us to go into the second album, or if I want to go, some, I don't know.
Anytime, man. Anytime. I'm almost choosing the second Adele's record.
Oh,
I'm almost, but I don't know yet. We will. I'll probably decide towards the end of our conversation.
yeah.
Which is so good. I was listening to the record again like before. So good, so good record, man. We can start talking about it first. I think.
Okay. You want to start with the big guns?
Yeah, let's start there already. Let's shoot
Damn.
big.
Yeah.
And this woman is crazy.
Yeah, man.
There's not much to say because, like, at that time when she came out, I first heard of her. It was from her second record, yeah, which was when she became huge, like huge. She simply exploded and exploded the world with her voice and all those sentiments,
Yeah.
feelings, and it's crazy. And just later, like not later, but afterwards, when we started our project, we came back and listened to this record. I think I don't remember very well, but I remember
Maybe
that
we
we
did.
listened
Yeah.
to this record, but it's different times, I think, man.
Yeah.
Because this record now, listening to this record this week, it sounds way different for me, and it's a different experience. Of course, we are ages older, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's weird.
We're
I
over
think,
a decade older, right?
yeah, it is. Man, next year I'll be 40. It's a big number.
It is. It is.
40. That is crazy.
40 well-lived years.
Very well, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's about when we talk about the records and we talk about the lyrics, we just with life, yeah, just when we live certain things in a few years, we are able to connect with what people write,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
that goes for movies and stuff like that. And but songs, it's
Yeah.
we tend to connect and appreciate more what they're writing about. Because I remember some in the beginning of Adele's, when we first heard of Adele, at least me, it was too heavy in terms of lyrics. It was too deep, and you know, in Portuguese in Brazilian we have this sertanejo sofrência, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is straight up sofrência, man.
It is. It is. I can't disagree with you on that.
This one is a little less than the second record, right?
Yeah, because I think it's more experimental. I think there are some upbeat songs.
There are, yeah.
It's way. I don't know. I think she sounds happier somehow.
She was not that disappointed with life or people.
Yeah.
I didn't know, man. There is a Bob Dylan's cover on that record. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I had no
know
idea
that.
as well. I discovered by reading from your text.
Yeah, I was just I like to read the credits, see who produced it and who wrote, if it was her who wrote it. And was like, well, I know this is Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, I didn't know. I actually did not know.
yeah,
I was impressed, and it's a beautiful song.
it is.
Yeah, but there is I don't know if it's all the songs. I forget now, but I think one song actually is produced by Mike Ronson.
Hmm.
He produced Amy Winehouse before,
Yeah.
and he after that he has been producing a lot of like big guys like Bruno Mars and all that jazz. So like you said, some upbeat songs, some groovy, funky songs, and the idea of the production here, it was, in my opinion, it is made on purpose to focus on her voice, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, that was evident. It became more evident in her next records. This one is more experimental, like you said, and it has more dynamic in
Hmm.
terms of instrumentations, ups and downs. There's just one song I remember. Let me see It's called, I think, "Crazy for You."
There is a song called
No,
"Crazy for You."
no, "First Love." Yeah, "First Love." This song, this is the only song that I might skip because, which is, I mean, it's not a good, not bad song. I just felt that what happens on is this a piano?
Hmm.
But it sounds like a child's
Yeah, it's like a lullaby,
song,
right?
lullaby,
Yeah,
like a lullaby. So
yeah.
I, I'm I don't know. It was not a good choice for that.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, I mean,
Come
maybe
on,
that's
come on.
the
Just put it in your sleeping soundtrack. Come on,
yeah. I can do that.
it's gonna
It's
be great.
fine. Yeah,
God.
I didn't get much about that because if she's talking about something happy or something like
Because it's first love, right?
naive, she's like she's saying, despite my empty mouth, the words are in my mind. Please wear the face, the one where you smile, because it'll lighten up my heart. When I start to cry, forgive me, first love, but I'm tired. I need to get away to feel again. Try to understand why. Don't get so close to change my mind. Please wipe that look out of your eyes. I don't
But
know.
it's like she's talking about something that it was happy, but it's over because it was the first love. So it probably was her first heartbreaking situation. So
Yeah.
it's intense. And then I
Yeah,
think
no,
I
it
think the
is.
idea of having this looking like a child song, it's because she was probably young when that happened. Yeah,
Or a
maybe
teenager,
something like
yeah,
that.
like a
Yeah,
young teenager.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, it makes
But I
sense.
get it. But I get it. That this specific I don't know this sound that they put on the piano. It reminds us of babies, not exactly something else.
Yeah, is that is the problem is that it reminded me of Lullaby, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
babies. But that's it. But the rest, like, what can you say?
Man, I think there are two. I think there are two or three obvious, classic, beautiful songs that she wrote here. No, not she wrote, but it's here. Chasing Pavements. It's like probably the most known song from this
Yeah,
album,
from this record. Yeah,
and there's a reason why. It's freaking awesome. Like the
yeah,
song, it's got like her singing is beautiful, like the melodies are beautiful, like the dynamics of the music, like of the song, it's beautiful. But then there are some maybe overlooked songs here,
I think
like
I thought that.
in the beginning of the album. She starts with Daydreamer, which is a beautiful like introduction way to start, but then she gets to Best for Last,
That's for last.
which is basically her singing. and like there's a bass line following her, and it's like,
Very gentle and simple.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's a great way to show the world your voice,
Yeah.
because she can show all the layers of her voice, and she goes high, and she has some scales that she perfectly hits every single note while going down
Exactly.
the scale. It's like, man, for a singer, it's like everyone that listens to that, you are trying to make the scale that she's doing, like hitting every note, like
Yeah.
on spot. And when you watch her do it live, she does it. This is not like
She does it.
freaking
No, she does
studio, man.
everything.
She
No,
does
she
like
does
live,
everything.
and she hits every single note. The woman is a beast. Come on.
Man, it's crazy. It's a. We know there have been a lot of singers, female singers, throughout the years, that was like amazing. And contemporary to us, we've seen we've seen Adele, right? Which is, for me, of all these women, I think she's the best, right? Lady Gaga, we know, like there are some songs that she sings, some kinds of songs she sings, which is pop. Some are really good. She can make good songs, right? But I'm talking about when she goes to show more her voice, and it's impressive how she can sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Adele, all these layers that she puts, every note that she reaches, man, is just breathtaking. And for me, she is the best.
Yeah.
No.
When you're talking about all the women that have like these strong voices, I think for example, there is someone else, but I don't love her as much because of the style of music that she makes, which is Beyonce. Like, she has a freaking great voice, but
Powerful.
but her pop, it's like, for me, it's not the best. Like, my wife loves some of her songs, because of like her vocal range. Like, it's crazy.
It is strong and powerful.
Yeah. But
It
like,
goes right in. Yeah.
yeah, but I can't listen to it a lot because of the style of pop.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's not for me
It's not
either.
for me a lot, but she's good. I think I would put these voices that you're talking about, like Lady Gaga, like Beyonce, like only talking about voice. Like Lady Gaga, Beyonce, even Joss Stone. Joss Stone is also like a power.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just powerful.
Yeah. But when you put everything together, like voice and style and lyrics and all the production behind it, like every Adele album is a hit. Like,
It is.
No wonder the woman goes into a cave, stays there for 5 years, and then puts out a record that it sells
That
more than
blows
everybody.
everybody's mind and goes back into hiding again. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her second album, it was, I think, the top.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The second one is one hit after the other.
Yeah, I think that's where I met her. But we can talk about when we go. When we listen to that.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it's gonna be this week. I don't know. I still trying to decide. Because the other one I have for this week now, it's a new thing that I discovered 2 years ago. And I probably you don't know it, but maybe you do. But it's a nice thing. I think you're gonna love this record. Yeah. But anyway, look, Cold Shoulder. I love this song. Cold Shoulder is a great song. I really like it. I like it a lot, actually. Cold Shoulder. The lines in the song, I think, is really nice, mixed with this like soulful, almost. I don't know if I can say funk a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Like,
but it sounds like soul. Yeah.
It's funky.
It's really nice. It's funky. Yeah, I really like this song.
It's dancey.
Yeah, and this is one of the songs that a little bit on the chorus reminded me of Amy Winehouse. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think this is the first song on the record going through. Yeah, this is the first song on the record that reminded me of Adele.
Yeah,
Definitely,
I
I
think
really like this song.
I think the first moment I noticed the Amy Winehouse in her, it was in "Right as Rain." I think
Right
it's
as rain.
"Right as Rain." I think because of the piano, the way it starts, I can see like Amy Winehouse on that right really famous concert that she does.
It's true.
I
It's
can
true.
see
Here,
her
yeah,
dancing. It's like,
with the
yeah,
drums.
yeah, and those guys
Yeah,
and the trumpet guys dancing
yeah,
right beside her.
yeah. I want to be
Yeah.
one of those guys. I bought a trumpet. Did I tell you that?
What?
I
Like
did.
when?
It was in January.
I
I'm watching some. It's
okay.
been. I didn't tell you.
I don't think you did.
Jesus, man. I have a trumpet, man. A dream come true. I
Okay.
bought it in January. I've been watching some classes. I haven't been practicing much, but yeah, I got a trumpet and a
Okay. So
bongo.
so no, the bongo you told me. The bongo you told
Yeah,
me, but not the
I got
trumpet.
a
So
trumpet.
we're halfway into our jazz band, right?
Of
Yeah.
course, of course.
Yeah.
I got a guitar here. It's here.
Yeah.
There's a guitar
It's nice.
here.
Because we have like a bunch of people. Like there's you, there is my brother-in-law that he could play anything. We just like, hey, we need a piano player, we need a guitar player, whatever. My wife can
Yeah,
sing some jazz.
yeah,
I
for
can play
sure.
the drums and sing whatever.
We can do
Yeah.
that, man. My wife can sing as
your
well.
your wife can sing. Oh,
Yeah,
your wife can do some powerhouse jazz singers, can't she?
she can. She
Yeah.
can. Yeah, let's cook something up for sure.
Yeah, and I want to see you on the trumpet, man. Come on.
I want to play "Careless Whisper." I love that song. It's in
It's in the saxophone.
the saxophone, but I want to
You
do it
can
in the
adapt
trumpet.
for sure.
I can adapt.
Come on, man. What
All right,
else?
what
What else
else?
can we talk about this freaking good album? I think we were talking about that Adele. She's known for this suffering that she's got right in her soul, and I can say that maybe this is her happiest album.
It
Because I think
definitely
because
is.
I think the next ones are just going,
I
way
just need,
way down in
yeah,
a
just way
good
down.
way. At least for the music, not for her, because for her
Right.
to write these stuff, she has gone through a rough patch, right? Especially in
sure,
her
man.
love life.
Yeah, it seems like it's on purpose, right? But I think she has, and watching her talk about it during interviews, she has, and she had gone through rough times, and she expresses that completely on the music, and it became like this thing where we are always expecting these kinds of things from her, right? She's been gone for what, 3, 4, like 2 years now that she's gone. That she might
Maybe.
come up again, like
Yeah.
in a year or two.
Yeah. Her last album was in 2021. So
2021. I remember listening to that record, and so it's always like that. She comes up with an album, and all the albums so far, she might change that. I don't know, but they're all named after
her
the age
Yeah.
that she is in while writing the record or recording it.
Yeah. Man,
And
this
one
is
of-
very creative, isn't it?
it is. I like it. I like it
I
a
don't
lot.
think anybody like ever thought of that, because
No.
like she's going through the albums as she's experiencing her life,
Her life,
Yeah.
and it's exactly like that. And she writes about what she's been going through,
Yeah.
right? And the best thing about her is that she sings. She's one of the best singers ever, and she doesn't need to show her body. She just goes up on stage, destroys everyone in the room, melts everybody's faces,
Yeah.
and and that's it, man. She does her thing and goes into hibernation, live her life, which is amazing.
She's
We
like a
never
bear.
hear anything about that woman. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. And
Yeah.
then she comes up, release an album, makes tons of money, and gets all the Grammys and whatever those prizes are
Yeah.
called. And that's it.
Do you remember that she broke her Grammy? Because like I don't remember if it. I think it was her last album. She won a bunch of Grammys, and then but she was like, "Hey, I shouldn't have won this. It should have
Oh,
been to Beyonce, I guess." And then
I
she
don't
broke
remember.
her and gave a piece to Beyonce. She was like, "No, this is not like this is nothing. Like you were more important right now."
Wow. No,
So she
I
was
did not know
so
that.
she kind of. I don't think she broke because I think the thing it's possible to dismount it, but yeah,
Yeah, I would check that.
it
I
was
haven't
fun.
seen
It
it.
was fun. Like there's a picture with her with two pieces of a
Two
Grammy,
pieces of
yeah,
the Grammy.
making fun of the whole thing. Yeah.
She has this sense of humor, even though she talks about heavy stuff. She has great sense of
And her
humor.
English is freaking hard to understand.
It is. It is. Yeah, it's really hard to. When I go into when I watch interviews, I just probably watch 3 times,
Yeah,
so I can make
you
sure.
have to get used to them.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when we were listening to the Liam Gallagher's record, there was one interview I watched. I needed to watch that interview like 3 times. I came back a little bit and listened to some parts again because man, this British guy,
Yeah,
they I don't know, they sound hard to
yeah,
to understand.
yeah,
For me, this is a 5 out of 5.
yeah.
Definitely, it's
No question about that.
no question about it. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, man, beautiful
It's
album.
perfect.
I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be coming back to this album like this
Me
year,
too.
because
Me too.
man, it's really good. It's really really good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I even got the record. I bought it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have something, but I'll show you when the time comes.
Oh my god. When the
In
time
this
comes.
area of buying records and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. All right. That's it. Next up is the Black Parade.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. The
So-
Black Parade.
My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade. How did you feel listening to those guys after a long time? Like,
It's so long, and actually, I probably was sleeping when those people were going at it while they were in action.
yeah,
Because I missed, man. I missed this band. I don't know why I missed it at that time. I didn't focus a lot on them. We listened to some of their stuff, but I don't know. I forgot about this record. I recently listened to this record because a friend of mine, he was insisting on listening. He was insisting with me to listen to this record because he really loves it. Shout out to Paulo. He's a photographer here and a good friend in the city. He loves this band. And honestly, when I don't know why I listened to the record and I confess that I didn't pay attention. But man, of course. And then in our week, we pay attention
yeah.
to
There's
shit.
a different approach to the album.
There's a different approach.
in Madness.
And I was like, I was mad at myself. I'm like, why? Why didn't I focus on this record and why didn't I pay attention to this record before? Because it's a kind of a record that I really love because it has great lyrics for me. There's a great lyrics, and especially when it's not all like all in your face lyrics, because it is for me the combination. Well, what I want to say is that this is a kind of record that I love because it has a lot of elements, and all the elements I like, which is lyrics that are, it's on your face, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're talking about something, but you are also talking about something else in disguise,
Yeah. Hmm.
right? And the combination with the instruments,
Yeah.
right? It's amazing
Yeah. That's
what they did here to this record.
what you're saying is that there's. I don't want to go. I don't want to keep going back to my friend, but it's the poetry behind it, right, Josh? Um,
Yeah, man, it's
it isn't it like it's nice because these are the layers that art has, there's
yeah,
something maybe in the more superficial layer, that's what you're saying, but there's something, deep deeper.
underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's something underneath.
at this time, this record was released in 2006. Yeah, probably they spent 2 years prior writing it, making it, and
this was
at
this
the,
was this was right back at that emo explosion that was going on.
for
I
sure,
was 13 years old. I was full emo in that time, man. Yeah.
13. Oh my lord.
I was like going to school with my sweatpants, sweat coats, like, and my hoodies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and in the
Man,
sun, it was hot. I can say it was hot.
please. I was 20. I was 21. I was 21 at that time.
Yeah.
I remember, and that at that time I was listening to this kind of records, listening to this kind of music, but I don't know why I didn't get to these people. I knew of them, but I didn't pay attention to them at that time because it was something that I was listening to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, uh, this is the concept album, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this concept album, we see and we understand clearly because there is a song called "Cancer" that they're talking about, like this disease, cancer, someone who is saying goodbye, someone who is desperate, someone who is sad, and someone who lost someone, and it talks about this disease, right? Someone who has been suffering.
Yeah.
There's a song called "Mama," which is like a theatrical, like I said, theatrical and darkly humorous song. And there's Liza Minnelli on it. But what I want to say is that the kind of vibe I felt by the song, I felt similar to Queen. With the
Yeah.
piano, with the way that the guy sang, and the theme and the lyrics behind it, because it's right. He's like kind of saying goodbye to his mom,
Yeah.
or something, and the title track, "Welcome to the Black Parade," which is a famous, and the song exploded. Right? It's like I said, it's the centerpiece of the record, where he maybe is welcoming people to the funeral or something
Yeah.
like that. And it's interesting because through all the songs, he's writing about this theme of disease, but like I said, at the same time, it seems that he is criticizing society at that time, while people selling themselves for success, for money, and they kind of have this disease where they are completely surrendered to this disease and completely blinded by it. And the guy is just like assuming that he was part of that, and he's just trying to get out of that. At the same time, there is a song which is the last one that you said you didn't like it at all, a little.
It's the hidden track.
It's the hidden track, and but it's interesting because
It's
I
it's
think
not
this,
it's not that I don't like the track. I don't like the idea of a hidden track. Just make it into a
okay,
song.
got it. Yeah, it should have
You know?
been part of
because
the
probably
official.
if you buy a vinyl, it makes sense, or it's a CD or something, because like you have to go into a physical thing, and then, whoa, is this over? And then when you look, there is something, like there's a
There's a
space,
space there.
and the needle is still going. You're like, okay, there's something hidden. So
There's something there.
there's the curiosity that's fun.
Yeah.
But streaming, it's like just silence, and then when I go, okay, the album is done, and then it's in the middle of a silent song. I was like, what the hell is that? So just,
Yeah,
you know.
it's weird. Yeah, that it's really weird because for me, because this is from way back before streaming, and it makes sense what you're saying, because when you're listening to a track and then there's silence, you go see and try to check what's going on. There's something left. What's happening? Because normally when we are listening to records, when a song finishes, it goes straight to another one. And on vinyl, there is the needle goes back right to its place. On streaming, it starts another song, like complete from similar artists, right? And when there is a silence on streaming, I always think, look, there's something there. What's going to happen? But in this track, in this hidden track, like I said, it seems that he's going through all those problematics and recognizing what happened with this disease. What happens when he sold himself, or when you sell yourself, or when you have all your bloated ego overpowering you, and all those things. And this hidden track comes right after the last track, famous last words, which is a track where it seems hopeful, where he is like, he says, I'm incomplete, a life that's so demanding, I get so weak, a love that's so demanding, I can't speak, I'm not afraid to keep on living. Right, and it says that he is like not afraid to face all these demons and get out of where he was, and to break that deal, that whatever deal he made. So I'm not afraid to walk this world alone. Right, honey, if you stay, I'll be forgiven. So it seems like he's coming out of that cage.
Yeah.
And he's coming out of that cage, and he's been doing just fine.
Man, what is with the Killers that we're always going back to those guys? It's great. It's great lyrics, isn't it?
It is. I love that. Yeah.
Like
and then Blood. Like just one more thing about Blood. I'm sorry. I get excited when I love shit like that.
It's okay.
And then he goes like, they can fix me proper. They can fix me proper with a bit of luck. The doctors and the nurses, they adore me so, but it's really quite alarming because I'm such an awful fuck. Oh, thank you. I gave you blood, gallons of this stuff. I gave you all that you can drink, and it has never been enough. I gave you blood. I'm the kind of human wreckage that you love. So he's well aware of his condition and what they wanted from him, and they just completely drained him and sucked the life out of him. And he was giving his blood, his life to this machine, to feed this machine, you know. And it's interesting recognizing that, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it comes as a hidden track, as to in my conception, as to show that it was something that he knew all along, and he doesn't want to give you that information to the world. Doesn't want to give the information to the world. He just kept that hidden message there. Like, look, I knew all along. This is what they wanted, but we gave all they wanted, but we've been through that now. It's fine. I'm trying to move on because of the last song, famous last word, because where he sounds hopeful, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I think it makes sense, the hidden track.
Sure. Sure.
right?
Look, if we weren't on streaming, I'd be like up for that. Like if I had the vinyl, it would be perfect, you know.
Yeah.
Just saying for someone who's out there and wants to present me with the vinyl, just you know, just my social networks are in the description, so just reach out, you know.
Reach out, yeah. Send some love. Yeah.
Yeah. But man, like you said, it's a concept album, and the whole idea, like I love these albums that where like there's this whole story being told. So
Yeah, me too.
what you said about Famous Last Words, and then when I put all the songs here in front of me, they start the album with the song "The End," and then the second song is "Dead," and there is a vibe in the melodies. Like the whole album, it's very emo, hardcore, and you know there is that and even the message. There is like a pessimistic message throughout the album, but then in the last song, not in the hidden track, but Famous Last Words, even like not only the message but even the melodies and the style of the music, it sounds like it's triumphant, you know. It's like, even though I've been through all this shit here, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna
Exactly.
fight, you know. And then
Yeah.
there's this vibe that he starts and he's getting up to fight. And when you stop and you watch clips from this album, you're gonna see like your vision on the story, it's going to be amplified, because they also use audio visual to, you know, help tell this story, but now with in the clips, with specific little stories in each and every song. So man, concept albums are like,
Yeah.
we need more of those.
We need, man. We need, because it's nice. You just keep digging to find, and it's nice where you get all some references, and then when you connect one song to the other, and when you go through and see that there's a lot of effort put on it, and the story, and so there is a message behind it, right? There's a record that I adore. We talked about this back in 2018. It's by Editors. It's called Violence. That's like the lyrics are. It seems harmless, but it's so deep. Where you keep digging, and then you realize that he's criticizing something. He's talking about something. He's touching on something that it makes sense. And all this record, all this, the tracks, and they made it in a way that there is no like low point on the record. Like all the songs are so good, so well made, produced, and it's just like you said, triumphant. I even use that word as well, which is nice, yeah. And I don't know, man. It's like fast paced, right? Fast paced, infectious energy, and catchy melodies. These are some words that I also wrote there, and that's it, man. It's amazing. I love the storyline, and yeah, it's perfect. I love this record.
Yeah.
It's 5 out of 5,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, it's it's 5 out of 5. There's no question about that. There is also an album that I'm going to continue listening for like the rest of the year, and I hope more than that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably come back, and definitely all the time.
Yeah.
I keep all the records that I've been listening recently, and I really enjoy it. I keep it downloaded on my phone, right? I control that. And some albums that I listen, I have, and then I feel that I go through all the process, and I won't give it a time. I just remove the download, and then I just keep the downloaded ones there, so I can keep coming back to them.
I don't use the download thing, but I use the, like, there is a way in Spotify. There is a way you can save it to your library. So I every time we add a new album on the week, I save it to my library, right? And as soon as we are done, if that album is good enough to keep saved there, it stays saved. If it's not, just
He earns a
yeah,
place there.
yeah, it has. Yeah, they have to earn their spot.
Nice. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right, good. Now, the next one. And today I'm wearing blue
Ah, so nice.
in honor to this record.
So we're gonna talk about Weezer Blue album.
Blue album released in 1994. How old were you?
Two.
0.
I was 2 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was 9. I was 9. 9 years old. 9, man. Can you believe I was my daughter's age
Wow.
when they released this record? It's crazy. And they're still going at it.
Yeah.
They're now this year celebrating 30 years of this record. Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
This is, I came to enjoy Weezer. I don't know when. Well, actually, I know when. It was when they were part of the soundtrack of Smallville, with the song off of their third record, I think 2001. Yeah, Island in the Sun.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, that's a great song.
I think it's the most famous song of Weezer.
It's one of them. Yeah, this Buddy Holly song. It's big, which is in this record. Yeah, Buddy Holly, Saying and So. Holiday is also one. My Name is Jonas. So this, and after, it's funny because after a few years, I came to love a band called Rooney. Remember Rooney?
Oh, Rooney. It's been a while too, man. Come on.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long while, and I love them.
Come on.
And it's sad because, man, they disappeared. They finished the band,
Oh,
and I don't know.
that
I don't know
sucks.
what happens. Yeah, yeah. The guy, the singer, is an actor too, and he's related to big movie stars. Yeah. But anyway, Weezer, man, and this is so classic alternative rock, and I love the way they sound.
Yeah.
Because at least in the first records, I think actually in the first records, and there was a point in their career that it was a bit low, and then after they came with another record in 2016, I think, which was really really good. They bring this like I said, crunchy guitar and raw, and I think it's nice when they create this aesthetic of this where you can hear the guitar with the heavy. It's funny because it's heavy with the piano and the mixtures of sounds that he makes using some melodies, and of course there's not the lyrics are fun, are fun and nerdy at the same time. They're not lyrics that are going to change your life, and they're not conceptual like the record that we just talked about, and like by Chemical Romance and Adele. You're not going to get that. It's all fun lyrics and nerd lyrics, right? He makes a lot of references of nerd things, and if you look at the singer Cuomo's her son, he's very nerdy, right? And it's this combination of quirkiness and fun but guitar and heavy things at the same time that make me love this band. And it's amazing. Like you wrote something about his voice. He's not the best singer, but it's fun. Like I love the way he sounds.
Yeah,
right?
it fits like a glove. It's like sometimes people may think that to be like a musician or to be a singer, especially, you need to have this amazing voice and reach those high notes and stuff like that. But man, we have great examples of legends of music that they don't have beautiful voices, like Bob Dylan, for example. His voice is horrible.
It's horrible.
But it's like, man, when you listen to that, and I'm not saying that the guy's voice is horrible. No, it's just a regular voice,
No, it's a regular
but
voice. It's
the
not.
way he sings and like the way he can use his voice, it fits into this quirky
Yeah,
nerdy vibe, you know.
yeah.
And Weezer does something that we discussed on the, like, we should call it Eels Week, like, right, like
Yeah, what? What's the
the
name?
Eels Week.
Eels Week.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
like
that's
a
labeled.
dark
That's
day
labeled.
for us. It was
Yeah.
a dark week for us. So it's like the Eels Week. It's hard to say Eels Week.
Eels Week. Yeah.
Yeah, like the week was hard, so it it fits.
It fits.
So we discussed something last that week that I said that some artists, when they are like alternative and indie, they have this idea of using some notes that they may sound like they're out of tune, but they're not. Like they're right on the edge.
Yeah.
This is how you use that. This is how you use that. Like Weezer, they know how to do that.
This is how you do it. This is how you sound
Yeah.
crappy. But it's amazing.
Yeah, this
His
is
voice,
this is how you beautifully sounds crappy. You know?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. His voice is a mix of like happy, melancholic,
Yeah.
sad, and weird at the same time,
Yeah.
but good. I mean, it's all these combinations,
And
right?
and I love how nonsense their lyrics are. You know, it's like the first song. He starts like, "My name is Jonas. I'm carrying the wheel. Thanks for all you've shown us, but this is how we feel. Come sit next to me. Pour yourself some tea, like just like Grandma made when we couldn't find sleep. Things were better then once, but never again." It's like,
Look,
what?
this is amazing.
There's a point he says, "The choo-choo train left right on time." It's like, come on, man.
Man, it's weird.
If this is not weird poetry, I don't know what
No,
it
this
is.
is weird, man. This is way. It's too much, man.
Yeah.
Look, the song Buddy Holly. Yeah. What's with these homies? This is my. He used the word homies. Like he's like weird and nerd. What the fuck is he using this word homie? Back in the 94, man, 1994.
Yeah.
This guy's crazy. Like, who is this homies dissing my girls? Why do they got a front? Why do they what did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? Ooh, but I'm yours and I know you're mine. Man, that's all for the time.
Yeah.
I look like just Buddy Holly, which is the famous Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun because I can see these guys like back in high school, like all nerdy with the glasses
Yeah.
and studying.
Being beat down.
Yeah, and being bullied like crazy, but then writing songs because that's the
Yeah.
way they can express themselves.
Yeah.
And then after school, they would go to their father's garage and like play some crappy music, like
Yeah.
still trying to learn.
It's,
You know?
oh, man, it's so fun. Man, this song, Surf Wax America, look at these lyrics. The sea is foaming like a bottle of beer. The wave is coming, but I ain't got no fear. I'm waxing down so that I'll go real fast. Man, I'm waxing down because it's really a blast. Man, this guy's crazy. I'm going surfing because I don't like your face. I'm bailing out because I hate the race of rats that run around and around them in the maze. Ah, that's so good.
Yeah, but see, they even throw a bunch of I don't know, criticism, because he's talking like the rest of the rat race that's going on in the world, you know.
Oh, for sure.
But it's
yeah.
like covered in
But
a
in
bunch
a
of
funny way.
Yeah, it's covered in a bunch of nonsense, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, because they're kids, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were kids in '96, but
my buddies and their honeys are all coming along. The words that they use, man, the reference. My buddies and their honeys. Man, what the
yeah,
it's so good. This is so good. I love it. I have fun.
Yeah.
There's just one song. I think no one else. Let me see if this one. Yeah, this song no one else. It's all the good songs, right? But there's this song, for example. It kind of drags a little. It doesn't change much during the song, throughout the song, right? It's a short song. It's like 30 minute, 3 minute song. But for example, like a track like this is good. It's heavy. There's a guitar. It's rock. It's raw at the same time. But like I gave it like a 4 out of 5, just because like some points on the record that drags a little bit, you know. But it's not in a bad way. I want to say, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you.
I mean, I like we're talking how fun the record is and stuff like that, and it's a debut album. It's important to mention that.
it.
And like I really like the album, but it's not like for me, it's not even close to the other ones that we discussed before, you know?
Yeah.
Because they are like mature and they're deeper. And this is just like fun, you know? I don't think there is a song like other than Holiday, which is a song that I really like. It's in one of my playlists. I really like this song.
Nice.
But except from that, like the songs are not really memorable and stuff like that. They don't stick
course.
with you. So I think that's why I gave it a 3.5, because I think it's a solid debut album from a weird band.
Yeah.
And I think they've done better over the years, you know?
No, they did.
have
Yeah.
better albums coming on.
Yeah.
So that's why. But Weezer, man.
And they have been consistent throughout the years. Yeah. And they had, I think they had like a very not so good albums afterwards, but some good ones.
Yeah.
But they have always kept this soul of making fun of things, taking life not too seriously, and being fun, right? And making good music. If you can see that throughout the lyrics, their cover art, the album
Man,
cover arts.
and how much I love this idea of each album being named after a color, right?
Yes.
But then they have other albums that it's just not a color. Like they have a Hurley.
Yeah, they have Hurley. They have Death to False Metal.
Man, it's too
that's
fun, man.
It's too fun.
Yeah.
When you see all the cover arts are really nice.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I think there is one from 2021, which is a good record that I like. It's called Van Weezer. They took it from Van Halen. They have the Black Album, where they released in 2019, where a lot of people, I remember the expectations, a lot of people were expecting like a heavy, fucking
Like
heavy.
Metallica
And they came,
stuff.
yeah, they came with like a pop record with the song with a song called Zombie Bastards. Remember this song?
I think I do.
The song starts, "Die, die, you zombie bastard. We know what you want. You know they're out there, don't you? Welcome to the jungle, baby. It's you and me. Walk between the raindrops, singing along to Queen. My heart pumps Kool-Aid." Man,
Yeah.
this guy's crazy.
There is another 2019 album that they released, which is a cover. They released a cover album, and I have
It
that.
is
I have
amazing.
that in vinyl.
Oh
which is
yeah, I
the Teal-
remember you got
Teal
that
album.
the
Man,
Teal
I
album.
love that. I love that album. Like it's a beautiful. I don't know. It's a beautiful cover of like really classic
songs,
Yeah, really classic songs from the
For
80s,
sure,
from
man.
the 90s.
And they can do it beautifully.
Yeah.
They did Africa. They have always been a fan of Toto.
yeah.
They are in Brazil, man, this year. And the end of the year. My wife loves Toto, man.
Oh.
Recently, we were listening to their discography. They have
Yeah.
Toto is
Yeah,
amazing.
they
It's
are.
fucking amazing.
We should.
Uh,
Well, I don't know. I'm just
I have something in mind. We should,
cool. Yeah.
discography the shit out of that band. Man, they did on this Teal album. They have Billie Jean,
Yeah.
Stand by Me, Paranoid. Paranoid is amazing by Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yeah, Africa. Everybody wants to rule the world. Anyway, it's a great record.
Yeah.
But yeah, on this first debut, for me, it's a 4 out of 5, just because I can't. I don't need to justify that, but just because of at some points they drag a little bit, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
but they have great songs on it. It's I really like the record. I
Yeah.
really like it.
it's really
Like it a lot.
really really fun. Really really
Yeah.
fun record.
I want to listen to this record more.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna stay in my saved albums for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the album, so I got it. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right.
That's it, man.
I still have a few minutes because I'm waiting for people to answer me back here, so we can tell our choices, can't we?
Jesus Christ, you go, man. You go.
Like,
Go first.
I have one choice, and the second I'm still indecisive. So,
Right, so tell me now.
So I
Tell
can
me now.
start. Yeah, I can.
I'm anxious.
I can start with the first. I don't know if you know this guy. Okay. This was a guy that I was introduced by my cousin. I have a cousin. I don't know if you know him. His name is Thales. He's a cousin of mine that he lived
I
here.
remember him,
He
yes.
lived here for a while, and now
No, I remember him.
he's married now. He's a man now. Yeah.
Cool. I remember
Yeah.
he was a kid.
Yeah, he was a kid. He's married now. He's gonna be in his 30s this year.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Man. It's nice.
So he introduced this guy to me with a song that is called London. This is the third track of the album that I'm gonna choose. And this guy is, I can't describe him. He's very different. He's got a beautiful, like, different
He's a
voice.
black dude.
He's a black dude.
I know who he is.
You know him? His name is Benjamin Clementine. You know
Of
him.
course, man.
Yeah.
We've listened to this guy before.
I was kind of trying to remember if you knew him. I was like,
We
yeah.
knew it, man. We listened to this guy before.
Okay, so
This dude is crazy. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's amazing. Have you seen? There's a live presentation he does in an open space.
yeah,
On there's a YouTube channel. I forget the name now. Bogotech. Blogotech.
yeah. I think I know what you're talking. I don't remember the name.
There's a performance he does walking on. It seems like a church.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
and
amazing.
it's like he's got 3 albums, and I really know this album that we're gonna choose, but I want to go
Okay.
through the 3 albums, so I can't start by the last or something like that, because I'm I have OCD and stuff like that, so
Of course.
we have to start for the 2016 album, which is called At Least for Now,
Okay.
and it's a beautiful album. It's got some great songs, and it's
Yeah.
deep and it's beautiful, and
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
It's beautiful.
Definitely. I need to. If I get out here, it's not gonna interrupt, is it?
no, you just stop showing your camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nice, man. Nice for choosing it. It's amazing. I'm excited to revisit that because I don't remember all the songs, but I remember some songs, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna send you my choice because I don't know much about this band. I really don't know about the band. I haven't searched about it. I haven't done anything because I came across this band. Actually, I don't remember who recommended this band to me. It's called Cardinal Black, and this is their first album. They haven't done anything else. It's been only 2 years. The album's called January Came Close. Cardinal Black. I don't remember who recommended it to me, but when I first heard the first track, I started listening to the track, and it was right in that time that I had the bar. So I put some songs in a playlist. So I would listen to like three songs always in this playlist. I don't know a lot about the record, but I have listened to the record a few times. But that's it. I don't understand the record, and the vibe. I know the vibe of the album. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
I'm sure they mix rock with, those, country rock, but it's not straight up country like Alan Jackson, but you feel that there's something about, what's the name of that guy that sings Tennessee Whiskey?
Uh,
Stapleton, Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that country, but I think it's an interesting record, man.
Okay.
I think we're gonna love it, and I hope you do, because I promised you that I was gonna always bring something good for you, and I'm trying to keep up my promise.
Oh God. Okay.
So most of my choices, of course, I love it, but I want to make a good impression to you. I want to please you.
All right. Okay, that sounds good. All right. And I don't have my second choice yet, man. I'm gonna have to send you
Please.
throughout the day, really.
Gonna make me anxious.
I'm struggling here. I'm struggling because I kind of want to, because I was in doubt if you knew Benjamin Clementine. So now that you do, he's not exactly new, right? So I always, every time that is my week, I want to make this balance between having something that we already know and having something new. And I'm trying to analyze the something new that I have to show you, because I'm also trying to make a good impression.
That is amazing, man.
So
there's
there's something new. It's going to
better.
come until the end of the day.
Yeah. Man, so far so good. All the new shit that you brought. Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk about Andrew Bird. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, man, but wait. Give me some time. Like, give me the exact hour that you're gonna tell me. I'm anxious. I want to know.
No, by lunchtime. By lunchtime, I'll give you the.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play
because
some.
I'm gonna have a meeting now, and then I'm gonna have a break at 11. Between 11 and 11:30, I have a window.
Yeah.
And then at these 30 minutes, I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to think.
Beautiful.
To analyze
and send the cover art so I can post
everything.
on Instagram.
I'm gonna do it. Everything.
I'm gonna get all nervous, man. Every time I'm gonna I get nervous. I get like all hasty and weird.
Yeah. All right. So
Beautiful.
that's it,
It's
man.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah. One more
Thanks a
beautiful
lot.
week and
you too.
another one to start, right?
Beautiful.
Nice.
Take care, man.
You
Take
too,
care.
man.
I will keep talking.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.